Dodo Bird. The dodo bird is a lesson in extinction. The dodo was a large flightless bird first encountered by Dutch soldiers in the late 16th century on the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. These birds were about a meter tall and weighed about 20 kilograms. They lived on fruit and nested on the ground. The dodo became extinct less than 80 years later because of deforestation, hunting, and destruction of their nests by animals brought to the island by the Dutch. The dodo may not always have been flightless. Dodos are related to pigeons, one group of which dispersed over water to Mauritius. There, presumably because of lack of predators, the dodo grew larger and became flightless. The Southeast Asian Nicobar pigeon is believed to be the closest living relative of the dodo. The decaying remnants of the last complete stuffed dodo in Oxford's Ashmolean Museum was ordered to be burned by the museum director in 1755. The foot and head were salvaged from this specimen and are currently on display. We know that the dodo had blue-gray plumage, a 23-centimeter blackish hooked bill with a reddish point, very small wings, stout yellow legs, and a tuft of curly feathers high on its rump. The breast structure was insufficient to have ever supported flight. These ground-bound birds evolved to take advantage of island ecology with no predators. The first illustrations of the dodo were by mariners visiting Mauritius. They showed a slim, athletic bird. Over the following decades, the image changed. Each illustrator wanted to make it bigger, fatter, and stranger than previous work, just to sell the story. Most of these illustrations appeared in popular books and articles. CT scans of skulls in the London Museum's collection show that dodos were relatively intelligent birds with large brains. They also had large olfactory bulbs, which allowed them to have excellent smelling ability. Given their inability to fly, it suggests their brain was well suited to sniffing out food on the ground. It was once believed that a white dodo lived on Reunion Island in the Indian Ocean. This idea evolved from travelers' tales of large whitish birds, with some paintings of white dodos painted in mid to late 17th century Holland. Subfossil bone discoveries in the 1970s onwards revealed that the bird, which travelers called a solitaire, was a large quasi-flightless ibis, not a white dodo. The Mauritius dodo bird was completely unprepared for the Dutch sailors and their ships. Although sailors did not seem fond of the taste of the bird, which was described as tough and bland, they did hunt them. The introduced animals from their ships found them to be easy prey. It did not take long for the dodo bird to be completely wiped out, unintentionally or not. The last known dodo was killed less than 100 years after the species' discovery. No complete specimens are preserved, although a number of museum collections contain composite dodo skeletons. The dodo is a sad reminder of how easily humans can irreversibly damage an ecosystem or cause extinctions.